Welcome back to another video and to another ridiculously, stupidly hot day. Today we're going to be fitting. I'm going to show you how to, if you were even that bothered, how to fit a Cayman to a 718 2 litre. So let's get on with it. Okay, so we've already done some of the legwork here because obviously the seat belts have had to come out. Well, they're not out yet, but we've got to fit new seat belts basically because the seat belts have gone off. The igniters in the seat belts have gone off. Anyway, so I'll just do a quick rundown. That piece sort of sits there. This piece goes on top of that. It's got some Torx bolts in it. Take them out. That can go down there. So basically, we need to remove this carpet and then gain access to the engine cover, which has like a million Torx bolts, and then we can get in there and put this filter in. This is gonna be a short video. So when you're doing this, it's probably not actually a bad shout just to clear your boot and sit in here, because reaching over the side, I think it's gonna be a little bit awkward. So I'm just gonna sit in here and then work on the engine. Okay, so now removing the carpet and then reveals the engine cover. So we've got a bunch of Torx bolts to take out now, to take out this engine cover to gain access to the air filter. Right, this is where old Zippy comes in handy. So we've got a lot of Torx bits to take out, so let's get going. And there she is. Not much to see really, but this is the airbox, this is the charge cooler. Like I say, not much to see in there, so we're going to need a Torx bit again to take the airbox lid off, which looks like it's a T20. So let's go grab a T20. Alright, well it's a 25, but close. This airbox lid off. Don't want to drop any of these. Oh, thank God they're captive, so you can't drop them. A little bit easier to work on than the R8. At least you've got somewhere to sit. There we go. Just 2 tabs and 4 Torx bits. Which then reveals the air filter. Oh my Lord. Wow. Oh my God. I think that might have done 42,000 miles. Jesus. Right, I'm gonna get rid of this. We're gonna get the Hoover, because let me show you.
Oh, would you look at that?
Tell you what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get the airline and blow up the side pods, just to, if there's anything stuck in those side pods, I don't want it going into the new filter. So we're going to try and blow those through, see what happens. Actually thinking about it, it's probably better to blow down so I don't get anything going in, because there's no air filter in there, so it's just going to go straight in and possibly might go down the air intake. So I'm going to blow from the top down this way and try and blow anything that might be stuck in that intake out this way. So looking a bit shitty in there. Right, so that's all the tubing blown out and the airbox cleaned. Now it's time to drop the K&N in and put the lid back on. Oh, a nice fresh shiny Cayman. Probably going to breathe a bit better than that. I reckon I'm in for another surprise when I drive this now. Look at this. I mean, that can't have been getting any air in there at all. I'm starving the bloody... It's a mess. Chances are that it's not had a major service yet. Or whoever owned it lived in a really dirty place. Lots of straw and stuff in the side pods. There was quite a lot of straw in there, so maybe they lived rural. But anyway, I'm going to drive this now and see what it's like. Right, here we are. It's actually a few days later. I've been a bit busy, so we're actually going to test the Cayman now because I haven't even driven it. So we're going to see if it's any different noise-wise or performance-wise or anything, and just see if there are any differences. And obviously it's not full of leaves now, but there is actually something that I should mention. If you've got a 718, there's apparently a recall for that problem with filling up with leaves. So apparently it's a thing that's happened where leaves have all gone up in the intake into the airbox, and then a cigarette's gone up and set the car on fire. So if you've got a 718, there is a recall they basically put a mesh on to stop any bits going up the air intake. But yeah, I'll get that done at a later date. But yeah, it was a real mess in there, so it's obviously something that needs addressing. Anyway, let's get on the road and see if this Cayman's made any difference. A little bit wet today. Yeah, road's a little bit on the damp side today, so to be a little bit careful. I'm not going to turn the traction off. Oh, I can definitely hear a difference. I've just dropped the window a little bit on that side, and you can definitely hear some like induction noise and a little the whoosh of the dump valve or the recirc valve recirculating the air. It's definitely giving it a bit more induction noise. I'm not entirely sure about performance, but yeah, not entirely sure, but it feels good. Yeah, nice little extra bit of induction noise. Just try it with the windows up. Definite more induction noise there, like a deep sort of roar. I mean, it might be quite difficult to hear on the camera, but it's definitely got a lot more roar now from the induction. The next thing, we just got to chop that bloody back box off, which I'm actually dying to do. I just haven't got the time to do it. So as soon as I can find the time, it's going on the ramp. I'm chopping those boxes off. I've already got all the pipes ready to go, so it's just a matter of having the time to do it. So yeah, it's not really going to take long. I mean, the boxes are right there. The only thing is, the exhaust doesn't have hangers like a traditional exhaust. It actually attaches to the gearbox, so I'm going to have to make some sort of bracket that goes from the exhaust to the gearbox. Because I had to look up in there and I didn't realise. I mean, I did always wonder why, when you see them accelerating, the exhaust sort of tip down, but it's because they're attached to the engine and gearbox. So yeah, that's the only thing we've got to figure out. But yeah, apart from that, should be easy enough. Yeah, overall, impressed. I don't think there's any actual noticeable performance gains as such, but definitely feels like the throttle's a little bit more lively, and yeah, it feels good. So all in all, noisy bastard. So yeah, all in all, I think I'm happy with that. Definitely better. Obviously anything's going to be better than that filter that came out of it, but yeah, with the K&N in there and more induction noise, feels a little bit more lively. Doesn't feel any quicker, but just feels a bit more like it can get the air through, which is understandable.
that other air filter full of leaves, full of dirt, full of crap, and it's just going to take a little while to suck in the air, but now it's getting the air straight away, so it seems to be picking up and going quite quickly now. So yeah, anyway, as usual, thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button, or if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't do it. Obviously, I'm not telling you you have to subscribe to my channel, but if you like what you see, hit subscribe, because there's plenty more coming. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.